Some rich people look rich. Some rich people stay rich. Those are not the same group of people. And mixing them up is how you end up broke trying to impress someone at a stoplight. In the next few minutes, we're moving through 10 types of rich people. From the loudest type of wealth to the quietest. From the ones renting a lifestyle to the ones nobody notices until the will gets read. These are archetypes, not filing cabinets. Plenty of people are a mix of 2 or 3. As you watch, try to figure out which type you respect the most and which one you definitely know in real life. Number 1, fake rich. Start here because this is the one everyone already has an opinion about. Fake rich is not poor. It is spending ahead of the income. The car is leased. The bag is still on a payment plan. The trip went on a card that has not been touched in months. The balance, not the card. In public, this looks like winning. In private, it is a spreadsheet nobody wants to open. The problem is simple. None of it is backed by anything solid. One rough month, one slow quarter, one unexpected bill, and the whole image starts wobbling. They are not buying assets. They are buying reactions. Getting attention was never the hard part. Keeping the lifestyle attached to the attention is. Number 2, sudden rich. This one gets rich before they are ready for it. A lottery ticket, a settlement, a viral moment that turns into a payday. The money lands all at once with no runway and no habits built to hold it. So spending comes in bursts. New house, new car, new friends who showed up right on schedule. Some of it is generosity. A lot of it is just not knowing what else to do with a number that big. And this is where the game changes, because arriving with money and knowing what to do with it are completely different skills. The money arrived before the habits. Getting rich fast is not the same as becoming the kind of person who can stay rich. Number 3, new money. New money built it. One client, one deal, one product at a time. This is the shop owner, the founder, the creator, the person who had a normal job and then one day did not. The wealth is real. It is just recent. Recent enough that every big purchase still feels a little illegal. They are often louder than old money by default. First real vacation. First real car. First time walking into a place and not checking the price first. That is not always ego. Sometimes it is just the first time they have been able to say yes without doing math first. New money remembers what it felt like to not have options. The catch: they built the income faster than they built the discipline to protect it. Number 4, crypto rich. Timing, conviction, luck. Usually some blend of the 3. And good luck getting anyone in this category to admit which one did the heavy lifting. The money can show up in months instead of decades, attached to an asset that can lose a huge chunk of its value in a single bad day. That changes how a person relates to their own net worth. It stops feeling like something they own. It starts feeling like a number that refreshes. This type understands volatility and also finds out how fast volatility can turn against you. Some cash out and spread the risk around. Others go all in again, convinced the next cycle behaves like the last one. The weakness is obvious. Money that arrives at internet speed can leave at the same speed. Number 5, fame rich. Celebrities, athletes, musicians, creators, anyone whose paycheck is attached to attention. The numbers can be huge, but they are rented, not owned. They depend on staying relevant, contracts getting renewed, a body staying healthy, or an audience still caring next year. From the outside, fame rich looks like the top of the pyramid. From the inside, it is one of the shakier spots to stand. The income source is a moving target. not something bolted to the ground. Their problem is not making money. It is making the money outlive the attention. The paycheck is real. The spotlight has an expiration date. Number 6, real estate rich. This is where looking rich and being rich finally start to separate. Real estate money moves slowly. Property, land, rental income, assets that do not need to trend on anything to hold their value. It rewards patience over performance, which is a boring sentence for a very unboring outcome. You do not usually meet real estate rich people at the club. You meet them at closing tables, zoning meetings, and boring lunches with bankers. Nobody in this category needs a viral moment. They need rent paid on the first of the month. The catch: the money is real, but it is not liquid. Wealth sitting in a building is not the same as cash in a bank account when a bill shows up. Number 7, investor rich. This type does not sell time. They put money to work and then mostly leave it alone. Stocks, index funds, private equity, wealth that grows in the background while they are doing something else. Invisible in year 1. Hard to argue with by year 20. Here is the part almost nobody clocks. Investor rich rarely looks rich at all. No stage, no spotlight. Just a portfolio quietly lapping everyone who spent the last decade trying to look impressive. The hardest part is doing nothing dramatic for a very long time. And most people cannot sit still that long. Number 8, tech rich. Tech rich runs on scale, not just income. New money builds a business. Tech rich builds a machine that can make money while millions of people use it at the same time. That is the real difference. A founder with the right product can grow the value of the business faster than they grow the size of the team behind it. The business can outrun the effort put into it. That can create serious wealth in a short window. It can also come apart just as fast if the product stalls, users leave, or the market moves somewhere else. Tech wealth is about building something that can scale without asking permission, but speed cuts both directions. What scales up quickly can unwind just as quickly. Number 9, inherited rich and old money. This one is actually 2 different stories wearing the same label. Old money is wealth that survived multiple generations on purpose. Trusts, family businesses, private schools, quiet rules nobody writes down. An entire culture built around not being the one who loses what came before. Inheritors are different. They get a large transfer, sometimes out of nowhere, without necessarily inheriting the habits that built it in the first place. One group is trained to preserve money. The other may simply receive it. That difference matters more than people think. Receiving the money was never the hard part. Keeping it, if you are the first generation that did not build it, usually is. Number 10, quiet millionaire. And finally, the type that usually gets the least attention and probably deserves the most respect. Teachers, engineers, small business owners, accountants, regular employees with regular cars and very irregular brokerage accounts. They never looked rich because they were too busy quietly becoming rich. On purpose, on a schedule, without an audience watching. No flashy purchases, no performance for anyone. They just do the boring thing long enough that it stops looking boring and starts looking like a number. This is the one type more people can move toward than they think. Not because it is easy, it is not, but because it does not require a viral moment, a famous last name, perfect timing, or a platform. It needs time, restraint, and the willingness to not spend everything the second it shows up. The richest person in the room is not always the loudest one. Sometimes it is the one nobody bothered to look at twice. So here is the actual hierarchy. Some people look rich. Some get rich fast. Some inherit it. Some multiply it. Some quietly destroy it while still looking successful. And a few build it for decades before anyone realizes what happened. Because the loudest wealth in the room is not always the strongest. Sometimes the strongest wealth is the kind that never needed anyone to see it.